Hi, so today what I'm going to be doing is revisiting some insane demons and even extreme demon that I once tried to beat but never followed through with. The first of these levels is Arcane Assad, which I have 60% on, 2500 attempts on this, as well as a copyable. I tried to go for this level on and off for like 2 months, and it was not a good experience, so I gave up on it. So 2553 on here, and 2694, 5247 attempts, which is a lot, but I definitely did not enjoy my experience with this level. So here we go. I'm going to practice one and maybe I'll try and do a couple of runs, but I have 5 levels I want to get to today. Yeah, so this beginning's pretty easy. I spent a lot of attempts on this, so I still kind of remember, but this duel was kind of stupid. I tried to beat this immediately after BTV2. The gameplay was way too difficult for me to do at the time, especially considering how inconsistent it is. But there's a perk coming up which is really inconsistent. Okay, wait, what? I literally just did the part first try. Yeah, that part was really fun. That was like the only part I really liked. And then we get into one of the worst endings ever, I swear. Alright, so there it is. And then hour-long end screen. But it was less difficult than I remembered it being, so there's a chance I'll go back for this. Next is Pyromaniac, which I got 67% on, about 2400 attempts. This level's interesting because it's basically free until the wave, and then there's a bunch of random choke points from that point afterwards. So here's the wave. To be honest, I used to think this wave was so difficult just a few months ago, and oh, and I accidentally did the speed skip, okay. Oh yeah, and isn't there a double click or something? I think that was the only way that part ever got even remotely consistent. This ship transition was the stupidest part of the entire level. And then this last part's pretty easy and I just died to it, okay. Yeah, so there's Pyromaniac. And then next is Yulan. I have 96% on it. I think I got 96 twice. I died 90 or later, like at least 10 times. 4,000 attempts on the actual level. There was a copyable as well. Considering the level actually got pretty consistent, I would get halfway through the level, many attempts. It became a very long drag to grind this every day, and I just decided to give up for a while. Yeah, I still remember the level apparently. I played it way too much. I'm honestly shocked at how much muscle memory I have on these levels though. I was going for Yulan like in August, and this memory part is pretty much hard coded into my brain because I practiced it a lot. And that release was always annoying, but somehow I got that first try, and 14 attempt practice on what? There is a small chance I will go back to this level at some point. Alright, so now Firewall. I spent some attempts on it, wasn't a ton. I just got so annoyed by the beginning of the level. Everything else is cool. This level's not super hard. This is one of the easier insane demons for sure. The pre-drop in general was a very annoying thing to keep playing. Plus at the time, this wave felt like impossible for me. I think I was going to go for this as my third insane demon. So my only ones at the time were Psychosis and BTV2. This part was kind of stupid, the slopes. Alright, so yeah, there's Firewall. So obviously Yulan I had the most memory of for some reason. I don't know why, it was definitely the hardest of the 4 of these. And this next level, you probably would not expect, and that's Sonic Wave. I have 1400 attempts from 0, I have multiple copyables and all that. This was the level I was originally planning on going for as my first extreme demon instead of Fragile. Once it was like out of the top 50, I decided I would go for something harder. I saw Fragile in the top 10. I really liked Fragile, so I decided to go for Fragile instead. I'm definitely doing Sonic Wave at some point. It's a very iconic level, and I like the level. Sometimes I don't understand why people dislike Sonic Wave levels. Then again, I strongly dislike Bloodbath. There's definitely people that would be shocked at that opinion. This ship was always stupid, honestly. And then we get to the ball part. It's not super hard, but it's definitely not a good part of the level at all. Right, here's the wave. There's enough other 9 circles styled levels that I tried to beat, but I disliked them so much I gave up on them. So I could make entirely another video on those. But for that very reason, Sonic Wave is up there with being one of my favorite extreme demons of all time. Then we get into this cube part, which is basically free. Alright, then we get into the second wave, which is essentially the hardest wave. I don't remember for sure. Can I remember how to do this cube? Apparently not. And I know I would die there. if I actually play the level from zero. What I will be doing now is I'll start with Arcane Assad, whoever the start position is in the copy wall. So I'm going to attempt to do this to 100. If it takes me too long, I'll skip and move on to a different level. I want to touch on 3 of them in particular. Yeah, don't die there. Alright, so yeah, it was like 8 attempts to do half of the level in the practice run, so it shouldn't take me too long. Honestly, one of the hardest parts about this run is the fact that it's just boring. Like, none of the parts are really that hard. I just keep dying to random stuff because I'm bored. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna do Yulan. I'm gonna attempt to get Yulan done in like 2 or 3 runs. Obviously, I have the level done in 2 runs already. Let's see how far I can get from 0 at first. Then I'll decide where I'm gonna play from after that. Okay, that was very stupid. There we go. Just now, imagine I fluked the level. Okay, no, never mind. I died, whatever that was. Every time I say, imagine I do something, I immediately die. I should not be saying that. Moving on to Sonic Wave. Okay, I'm not going to be able to make super big progress on it, but I want to try and do something. This cube has like 2 stupid timings, and then the rest is pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. Made it to the ship. I'm moving on to the wave now. See how far I can get into the wave. I'm gonna actually try and do a relatively accurate no clip of the wave. Yeah, okay, I'm done with that. Yeah, that was me revisiting some levels that I gave up on in the past. All of these levels are pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm King Competitions, and I will see you next time.